The Pac-12 Conference has existed, in some form or another, for 107 years. After the thunderous news Thursday that USC and UCLA are becoming members of the Big Ten starting in 2024, the future of the conference is very much in doubt. What's next for the shattered Pac-12, which was caught completely off guard by the planned departures of the schools in its largest media market and its most fertile recruiting ground? Without an anchor in Southern California, the league is a shell of its former self. Can it exist as a 10-school entity? Is a merger possible? First, let's be clear, when it comes to conference realignment, nothing is done until it's done, and sometimes not even then. But there are a slew of scenarios to consider. Will Oregon and Washington attempt to join the Big Ten, as well? The success of their football teams makes the Ducks and Huskies potential targets. Washington also brings a significant media market and academic bona fides, while Oregon has the Nike affiliation and a national following. For scheduling purposes, the Big Ten might determine it's better off with 4 West Coast schools. Of course, its media partners would have to agree. What happens to Cal and Stanford? The California 4, which has served as the heart of the Pac-12 for eons, is no more. The Bears and Cardinal excel at Olympic sports, but neither possesses the football credentials, either the on-field success or the fan affinity that generates TV ratings, to be considered must-haves if the Big Ten intends to take in more schools. Abandoned by their partner, USC for Stanford, and their sister, UCLA for Cal, the Bay Area schools most likely will remain in the reconfigured Pac-12. Could the Four Corners schools be next? Arizona and Arizona State joined the Pac-12 in 1978, while Utah and Colorado came aboard in 2011. Without the connection to Southern California provided by USC and UCLA, the quartet could look for options together. The best of those might be the Big 12, to create a league that owns the Central and Mountain time zones. But this development is extremely damaging for all 4 of those schools given their reliance on Southern California for recruiting and on the L.A. schools as prime sources of TV revenue. Are there expansion options available? Yes, there are several. But none of them are ideal. The Pac-12 could add the top-tier football teams from the Mountain West, such as San Diego State, Boise State, Utah State or Fresno State. But those schools bring little in the way of media value. It could attempt to poach the Big 12 schools such as BYU, TCU or Houston.